sewing friends, welcome to my sewing room. My name's Beth. If you're new, welcome. Today's quilt is made with some leftovers from another quilter. She gave the little squares away and I put them together. Let's get started. There were quite a few of these 5.5-inch squares in a baggie that was being given away. All of those quarter circles or curved shaped pieces were appliqued on using some interfacing, and there was also quite a bit of extra fabric left over. So this is what I started with my project today. I thought I might be joining 4 squares right next to each other, but afterwards I decided I would add some sashing and a cornerstone. I deconstructed one of these squares so that I could show you how the quilter did it. It's a really easy way to do applique. She purchased some very lightweight interfacing. It's fusible interfacing. She drew the design there on the interfacing, and then she put it with her fabric that she wanted, with the bumpy side going towards the right side of the fabric, and then she cut her shapes, sewed them together, and after getting this applique piece together, all you have to do is press that applique piece and it adheres to your quilt block. All the applique pieces are fused onto the squares, but they will not stay fused through washings and using the quilt, so they do need to be attached either with a sewing machine or by hand. There's multiple ways to attach those applique pieces to your quilt block, and in this case I'm going to be using a stitch as close to the edge as I can using a thread that matches the applique. It was very easy to stitch over all of those appliqued pieces, and before you know it, all of my quilt blocks were ready to go. There is some bulk in the quilt block. You can cut away the interfacing and the back part of the block, that fabric. This fabric though is very thin, so I am not going to be cutting away those layers behind the applique. I decided to add some sashing and cornerstones and to use 4 of these applique blocks to make a larger quilt block. So I'm going to cut some 2-inch wide strips 5.5 inches long, and I'll be cutting squares for the cornerstone, 2 inches. I started with this peach 2-inch square in the center, and I even cut some strips that were 2 inches, but after trying out some different colors, I decided to go with a green polka dot for the centers of my quilt blocks. I had enough of the 5-inch squares, the 5.5 inch applique pieces, to make 12 quilt blocks using these strips and cornerstones. My quilt block, when I was done, measured 12 inches. After getting all of my quilt blocks ready to go, I chose another fabric for some more sashing and cornerstones. So the next fabric I chose was this peach striped fabric, and I'll be adding that between all of my quilt blocks, again using the green polka dot for some cornerstones. I had 4 rows of 3 quilt blocks, and once I had all 4 rows together, I needed to make 3 strips using 12-inch strips and those green cornerstones to go between all of my rows. And here is the finished quilt top. As you can see, I added 2 strips, 5-inch strips to 2 of the sides to make it a little wider, and I really like the way this beautiful quilt top came out. This will be a donation quilt for Project Linus. That's where I received these leftover squares, and I had a lot of fun figuring out how to put them together, and I love the way this quilt turned out. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.